Behaviors also can be taught. You know, behavioral scientists teach you that you can curb negative behavior. There's a way to curb negative behavior, but we are not putting those mechanisms in place to curb negative behavior. You know, and so part of the thing is that we have to begin to look at how do we strengthen the social systems of the Bahamas, making sure that, you know, within our school system, we are teaching value systems. And, you know, I saw the Minister of Social Service, he's saying that corporal punishment is out, you know, and so I said, oh, that's a dangerous thing, Mr. Minister. It has to be, because, you know, even the Lord says, whom I love, I discipline. And I discipline you because I love you. The reason why is that if you know anything but farming, if you know anything but agriculture, you have to sometimes prune the tree in order for it to get it to flourish. Sometimes you got to cut off some bad stems in order for it to get it to flourish. And so young people are the same way. You know, foolishness is always bound up in the heart of a child. We have children, I have children. I had to discipline my children many times. But foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child. I was a child. I know how foolish I was. And I know I needed the beating my grandfather gave me. And so that made sure that made me to the point right now where I am right now. I could talk to you because I got the discipline I need. If you're saying that discipline is off the table for Bahamian children, Mr. Minister, you are plunging us into where America is right now. And I took my kids into ELC, into Queens College. I told the principal, I said, listen, if my children are ever rude, I give you permission to discipline them. When they went into high primary school, I said, if they're rude, I give you permission to discipline them. Because I know what discipline means. If we have a society where there is no discipline, we will have chaos. When you look at America, who has removed discipline, and I get you, God, I understand that there's some people who are crazy, who will beat your children to crazy. I ain't talking about them. You streamline it, you centralize it into hands of either the principal or the senior master, and make sure their head on right before they can beat your children, right? But we need to have discipline, because if we don't have discipline, these children are chaotic. Let me tell you something. If you allow a child, and they always pushes you, you know your children push you, they'll write on the wall. If you don't discipline them, they'll write on the next wall. Then next thing you know, they got paint all over the place. But if you didn't discipline them, then you see, you got to be able to curb their behavior, because they need to know what the parameters are. When you remove discipline, you remove the parameters. And everything in life has parameters. And if you operate without parameters, you have chaos. When the sea breaks its parameter, what happens? We have tidal waves, we have tsunami. If the moon decides it ain't going to operate in parameter, you know what's going to happen? It ain't going to be no more tomorrow.